Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and you are finding me placed between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Though he's not president, but he's the face of Congress and a prominent voice as far as opposition is concerned, with his yatras and his ideas of offering something khatakat to alleviate poverty. A lot of things are happening, and we are now interested in seriously trying to understand the issues that are raised. And fortunately, I have someone who has a lot of experience of having worked in the financial field. And with his research, we will try to see how the issue of unemployment that is coming up again and again. And of course, we have seen there have been mass distribution of employment letters by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And this has been a recurring theme, not just from the opposition, but from various quarters. And how it relates to the performance of Modi Sarkar, we'll learn about that and much more with the help of Rajendra Harshi. So let me have the pleasure of welcoming you. Rajendra ji, welcome. Namaskar.
नमस्कार आपको और आपके सारे व्यूअर्स को।
तो नमस्कार के साथ में आप कैसा एक्साइटमेंट फील कर रहे हैं कि नहीं इंडियन इलेक्शन को लेकर?
ओह डेफिनेटली बहुत एक्साइटमेंट और इट्स द फर्स्ट टाइम दैट सम गवर्नमेंट एग्जिस्टिंग गवर्नमेंट इज कमिंग नॉट फॉर विनिंग बट विनिंग विद 400 एंड मोर 400 पार
हाँ हाँ
फर्स्ट टाइम हैपनिंग
हाँ, आपकी बार 400 पार। तो ये जो 400 पार की बात है, उस तरफ जाते हुए हम रुकते हैं कुछ इश्यूज की तरफ, और इस सीरीज में हम आज बात करना चाहते हैं एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट इशू जो रिलेट करता है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट से। हाउ डू यू सी कितनी वजनदार है ये आलोचना कि मोदी सरकार ने एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन के लिए कुछ खास किया नहीं?
अशोक जी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जो एक सब्जेक्ट है वो गवर्नमेंट उसमें कितना कुछ करती है और उसका इफेक्ट क्या होता है। गवर्नमेंट बहुत अच्छा कर रही हो लेकिन फिर भी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट जो है वो बढ़ सकता है, क्योंकि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट का एक जो वे ऑफ कैलकुलेशंस है और जो कारण है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट के, वो डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड है गवर्नमेंट के इफेक्ट से, पर उससे हम ये तय नहीं कर सकते कि गवर्नमेंट कैसा काम कर रही है। गवर्नमेंट बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही हो और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट जो है वो बढ़ती जाए, ऐसा हो सकता है। और ये मैंने देखा है, कुछ डेटा से कलेक्ट किया है नरसिंह राव की सरकार से, जब से हमने इकोनॉमी में शुरू
ये
किया।
जो ये आपने एक चार्ट जो है, इसमें डेटा है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट वाला या
या
दूसरा चार्ट? जी
हाँ, तो अब इसमें आप अगर देखेंगे तो इसमें दो डेटा है। एक तो ये जीडीपी है,
जी
ये जीडीपी की जो लाइन आपको दिखाई दे रही है
जी
जो
जी
कंटिन्यूसली बढ़ती जा रही है। जीडीपी कंटिन्यूसली बढ़ती जा रही है, लेकिन जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है वो स्टेगनेंट है। फिर एकदम से रेट बढ़ रही है, जीडीपी भी बढ़ रहा है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट भी बढ़ रहा है, फिर अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट घटता जा रहा है। और आप मोदी जी की टाइम में देखेंगे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एकदम से काफी नीचे आ गया है रेट, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट, हालांकि जीडीपी की रेट बढ़ती जा रही है। अब ये देखने में लगता है कहीं कि रेट जीडीपी बढ़ने के साथ में जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट बढ़ रही है, तो कहीं ऐसा लगता है कि जीडीपी रेट बढ़ने के साथ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट घट रही है। तो जीडीपी की रेट का जो उसका कनेक्शन है, उसके बीच में कई और फैक्टर्स हैं जिसके कारण ये अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट बढ़ती है। आप अगर कहें तो मैं एक एक पीरियड से लेकर के हम इसमें बात कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा, मैं एक बार हम इस पे वापस जाते हैं चार्ट में। उसके पहले जनरली स्पीकिंग, एज अ वोटर, अगर मेरे घर में कोई अनएम्प्लॉयड है और वो बहुत ट्राई कर रहा है एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए, तो मुझे लगेगा कि सरकार ने कुछ किया नहीं। सो दैट may रिफ्लेक्ट इन द वे आई एम गोइंग टू कास्ट माय वोट। हाउ डू यू लुक एट दिस सिचुएशन?
ये चीज है नरेटिव का। ये जब नरेटिव हो जाता है कि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट बढ़ गई है क्योंकि सरकार ढंग से काम नहीं कर रही है, और उसमें कई चीजें जुड़ जाती है। वो कहते हैं सरकार बिजनेसमैन के लिए काम कर रही है, पैसा
हाँ
बढ़ रहा है, सिर्फ बड़े लोगों के लिए पैसा बढ़ रहा है,
हाँ,
आम आदमी के लिए पैसा नहीं बढ़ रहा है, आम आदमी
बिल्कुल
का कुछ नहीं हो रहा है। चलिए हम इसी से शुरू करते हैं, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट है क्या।
ठीक है।
अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट जैसे कैलकुलेट की जाती है, जैसे वर्ल्ड बैंक करता है और भी लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं कि आज की जिस समय वो सर्वे कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज सर्वे एंड सर्वे इज ए सेगमेंट, ए ग्रुप, you cannot go and talk to each and everybody, all millions of persons, so you do, and survey is done on a particular date. Now they ask a person, today are you employed or unemployed? Now suppose that person has left job yesterday, suppose that person has got an offer in his hand and going to join tomorrow. Suppose this person has got an offer but is not accepting it. In all these cases, he is unemployed
He's unemployed. Yeah.
on that particular day. That divided by the total unemployed plus employed persons. That is how do we get the unemployment rate. Now think over it. See a situation where the whole lot of problems are there in society. Government is not doing anything. There is unrest into the government. Jobs are not available. At that time, whatever job is available to a person, he'll go and join. He'll go from Patna to Coimbatore, Patna to Gujarat, whatever job, he'll join it.
Let me just relate to you. I was recently in India and Jaipur. I was at a shoe store, and now the display of the way they take care of the customers has changed. तो पूरा different atmosphere है. तो वहाँ के जो मैनेजर थे राजेंद्र जी, वो मुझे कह रहे थे कि वो जब वैकेंसी निकालते हैं एंड दैट दे आर पेइंग लाइक 15,000 to 20,000 रुपीज, तो कहते हैं लोग आते नहीं है. People have high aspirations. So I think that is good and bad both at the same time.
So that's what happened to Vajpayee's government. When economy is growing, GDP is growing, aspiration grows. When aspiration grows, then a person will wait for a good job which he would like to have, for a better job, for a better salary, for a job near to his house, for a job which he thinks is a better place to work. All those, so he'll remain unemployed.
देखिए, ऐसा है कि आपके डेटा की तरफ आने से पहले एक और बात है, जो एस्पिरेशंस है ना, वो तो बड़ी हैं. उसके साथ-साथ मुझे याद आता है जब 2014 में मोदी सरकार आई थी, तो अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं जो बात सुनते रहते. अभी तो वो अच्छे दिन की चमक कहीं पीछे छूट गई, ऐसा लगता है वो तो बात कोई नहीं कर रहा. अच्छे दिन आने वाले. खैर उस वक़्त उम्मीदें जगाने के दृष्टि से वो जो काम कर रहा था, अब की बार वो 400 पार से कॉन्फिडेंस जताने की तरफ पहुँच गया है.
अब बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. अब क्या होता है कि जब आप उम्मीद बढ़ाते हैं, एस्पिरेशंस बढ़ाते हैं, तो जो लोग अच्छा जॉब करना चाहते हैं, वो अनएम्प्लॉयड रहना पसंद करते हैं कुछ समय के लिए, जब तक उनको अच्छा जॉब नहीं मिल जाए, तो वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट को बढ़ाते हैं. तो गवर्नमेंट जो एस्पिरेशन बढ़ा रही है, उसी रेट से अगर जॉब भी बढ़ाए, उससे ज्यादा रेट से जॉब बढ़े, तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट डाउन होती है. अगर एस्पिरेशन ज्यादा है और उस एस्पिरेशन के हिसाब से एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट नहीं बढ़ी है, तो जो है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट घट जाती है. जबकि एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ा है, नंबर ऑफ पर्सन गेटिंग एम्प्लॉयड इज इंक्रीजिंग, बट रेट गोज डाउन.
अच्छा, ये जो आप कुछ डेटा से और हमें बताएंगे, पहले जो स्थितियां रही हैं और सरकारों के साथ में, और अब जो स्थितियां हैं, पर एक और बात ये है कि जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, वो तो फिनोमिनल हुआ है. आप भारत में जाते हैं तो आप सड़कें जिस तरह की देख रहे हैं, पहले वहाँ थी नहीं, और आप बार-बार सुनते रहते हैं गडकरी जी बता रहे हैं वही इतनी स्पीड से पर डे या जो भी है सड़कें बन रही हैं, नई रेल आ रही है, एयरपोर्ट्स बने. तो ये जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट होता है, तो एम्प्लॉयमेंट तो जनरेट होता होगा ना?
एम्प्लॉयमेंट काफी जनरेट हुआ है, और वो हम देखेंगे जब हम इस एम्प्लॉयमेंट का बाइफरकेशन करेंगे कि जो लोग एजुकेशन के बेस पे, जो लोग बेसिक एजुकेशन, स्कूल एजुकेशन, जो ग्रेजुएट है और जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट है, कहाँ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट हायर है और कहाँ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट लोअर है. हम उसमें आगे जब आगे देखेंगे कि
जी,
ये
जी.
और वो क्यों हो रहा है.
जी, 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 जी. तो आप एक और चार्ट बताने वाले हैं मुझे लगता है, जिसमें हम ये देखेंगे कि जो पहले की सरकारें थी, उसके समय जीडीपी और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का क्या कोरिलेशन था और अब क्या है?
हाँ, अभी आप देखेंगे ये जो चार्ट आपके सामने है,
जी,
91 से 96 जो है वो नरसिम्हा राव की सरकार थी
ठीक।
और उस समय हमने हमारे सारे दरवाजे खोले इकोनॉमिक के।
जी,
देखिए 91 से 96 एकदम से बढ़ी है, क्या कहते हैं जो जीडीपी बढ़ा है।
जी।
मेरे मेरे पॉइंटर दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल दिख
या
रहा है।
ये बढ़ा, लेकिन इसी समय में 91 से 94 तक कोई एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट में कोई फर्क नहीं आया, 4
ठीक,
तक।
जी,
4 के बाद में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ा है, जबकि
हाँ,
हमारी जीडीपी बढ़ती जा रही है।
ठीक बात।
और उसमें कि आपको याद होगा, नई-नई कंपनियां खुली थी, नए फैक्ट्रीज आए थे, बहुत सारा प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट हुआ था और एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ा था, लेकिन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट
लिबरलाइजेशन
रेट बढ़
जी,
रहा है।
जी,
ये इसलिए बढ़ रहा है कि उस समय जो एस्पिरेशन थी लोगों की खोलने से वो ज्यादा थी, बजाय कि उसके मुकाबले में जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ना था। तो ऐसा नहीं कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं बढ़ा, एम्प्लॉयमेंट बहुत बढ़ा, लेकिन एम्प्लॉयमेंट एस्पिरेशन ज्यादा बढ़ी और एम्प्लॉयमेंट जो है उसके मुकाबले में कम बढ़ा। आगे आप देखेंगे 96 से लेकर के 2004 तक वाजपेयी गवर्नमेंट,
ठीक।
अब जीडीपी इज ग्रोइंग लाइक एनीथिंग,
हुँ,
लेकिन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट इज गोइंग मच स्टीपर देन दैट। दैट
जी,
इज इंडिया शाइनिंग पीरियड।
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ।
With their India shining, the aspirations are too high,
हुँ,
and the employment generation was not able to catch up.
जी,
Employment has increased, but the way aspirations increased could not match that. So aspirations are much more than employment generation, and that has an effect that Vajpayee had to lose his job.
करेक्ट है। तो अभी देखेंगे आपका जो ये चार्ट है, उसकी तरफ ध्यान देते हुए 2004 से 2014 तक प्रधानमंत्री थे मनमोहन सिंह जी।
हाँ,
तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट कम हुई है उस
कम
समय
हुई
में,
है
है ना?
और जीडीपी बहुत बढ़ा है
ठीक
और
बात है।
एम्प्लॉयमेंट कम हुई है। अब क्या यहाँ पर बहुत ज्यादा जॉब क्रिएट हुए या एस्पिरेशंस कम हो गई? तो ये आप पीरियड अगर आप देखेंगे तो करप्शन के चार्जेस,
अच्छा
गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट
इसमें
डूइंग एनीथिंग,
हुँ,
गवर्नमेंट नॉट नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, कहीं कोई फाइलें मूव नहीं हो रही है, एक नेगेटिविटी का एनवायरमेंट था।
हाँ, लेकिन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट कम होके भी 7.5 के ऊपर है, क
हाँ, वो
काफ़ी
है,
ज़्यादा ही है वो एक्चुअली
वो भी
वैसे।
ज्यादा है, पर फिर भी कम हुआ है। क्यों हुआ
हाँ,
है
हुँ।
कि जो एस्पिरेशन थी वो कम हो गई।
इसमें क्या है कि एस्पिरेशन को मेज़र करने का तो कोई तरीका है नहीं। वो परसेप्शन की बात हो गई ना वैसे।
पर एस्पिरेशन से ही तो आदमी डिसाइड करता है।
जी, जी।
आज एक आदमी का सपोज करिए, मैं भी आगे आपको दिखाऊंगा, बर्मा,
हुँ,
अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज टू लो,
जी,
बट व्हाट इज द सिचुएशन?
करेक्ट है। तो अभी आ जाते हैं
They
जी,
become desperate. Whatever job comes, let me tomorrow. I don't know I'll get this job or not.
हुँ, हुँ।
So whatever job is there, let me have it.
अच्छा ये जो डेटा है आपका, ये इसका सोर्स क्या है?
वर्ल्ड बैंक,
वर्ल्ड बैंक है और वर्ल्ड
और
बैंक
मैंने
जो
नीचे उसका दिया है
जी,
जो लिंक, जहां से लिया है वर्ल्ड बैंक की वेबसाइट से।
बिल्कुल और अब मोदी सरकार के 10 साल की बात करें अगर,
हाँ,
बल्कि ये 8 साल का डेटा है ये। जी,
हाँ, 22 तक का।
जी, जी।
तो इसमें आप देखेंगे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट डाउन हुआ है
हाँ, हाँ, काफ़ी डाउन।
सीरियसली, एंड एस्पिरेशन बढ़ी है, ये हम सब जानते हैं।
हुँ, हुँ,
इसका मतलब कि उन्होंने जितनी एस्पिरेशन बढ़ाई है उससे ज्यादा जॉब क्रिएट की है।
हुँ, हुँ,
लेकिन अब जो मेन प्रश्न यह है कि जबकि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट घटी है,
हुँ,
जॉब ज्यादा क्रिएट हुए हैं,
हुँ।
फिर भी देश में एक ये नैरेटिव कैसे पनप पा रहा है? क्यों हर नैरेटिव के में काफी कुछ मसाला होता है, लेकिन कुछ सब्सटेंस जरूर होता है।
अच्छा तो इसमें मैं आपके साथ ये बात याद करूँ कि राइट फ्रॉम डे वन आई थिंक इनिशियल इनिशिएटिव्स में स्किल डेवलपमेंट पर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का जोर था और बाद में ये जो स्टार्टअप्स की तरफ उनका बहुत जोर रहा है टेक्नोलॉजी और फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट और ये सब, तो ओवरऑल ऐसा लगता है जिस तरह की अप्रोच है, ये जितने अधिक एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट करने में सफल होनी चाहिए थी, शायद वो नहीं हो पाया। कुड बी मल्टीपल रीजंस। या कई बार ऐसा होता है, जैसे बीच में एक बार उन्होंने कहा कि वो पकोड़े बनाता है, वो भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट है, या उनका मतलब था कि भाई छोटे व्यवसायी जो हैं दे आर आल्सो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड और जनरेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट कर रहे हैं। तो जब ये अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का डेटा बनता है, तो ये कोई अपना छोटा बिजनेस शुरू करता है तो वो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड है, बट वो इस डेटा में कहीं रिफ्लेक्ट होता
वो
है कि नहीं?
एम्प्लॉयड गिना जाता है,
अच्छा।
वो एम्प्लॉयड गिना जाता है। Once he's employed, either is self-employed, it is taken as an employed.
हम्म। तो
He earn money.
ये
Now,
हम अब अगर बात करते हैं जीडीपी के अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट से रिलेशन की और कंट्रीज के कंटेक्स्ट में, तो आप वो डेटा। जी
हाँ,
जी
ठीक है। तो let me open that sheet.
जी। इसमें आपने नेबरिंग कंट्रीज भी लिए हैं और
हाँ,
डेवलप
अभी आप
कंट्रीज भी लिए।
देखिए
जी
कि ये नेबरिंग कंट्रीज का डेटा है।
जी
Now, see Myanmar, unemployment is 2.92 only.
जी।
Is government doing very good there? Is economy is very good there? Is every person, citizen is happy there?
हम्म।
No. Why the unemployment rate is reduced? Because aspiration has become zero.
हम्म।
So person would like to have whatever job is available to him. No choice. He doesn't think that what my qualification, what my skills are there. He cannot wait for a day. He'll take up that job. So his unemployment rate reduces. So unemployment rate, you cannot directly connect with the government. It has a got connection with the overall political situation, with the overall law and order situation, with the GDP. Everywhere it has got a connection, but you need an analysis to find it out that this unemployment rate going down is good or bad,
हम्म।
or unemployment rate increasing is good or bad. You need an inference. So that's where the statistics helps us.
ओके, जो आपने जो
Analyze
बात
the
कही
data.
है, जी मैं माफी चाहता हूँ, आपने जो बात कही है वो एकदम अलग सी साउंड करती है एंड अनएक्सेप्टेबल सी लगती है, अलाउ मी टू से दैट। आप कह रहे हैं अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट का बढ़ना अच्छा भी हो सकता है। हाउ हाउ डू
हाँ,
यू अराइव टू दैट कंक्लूजन?
क्योंकि आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशंस बढ़ रही हैं लोगों की,
हम्म।
तो लोगों की एक्सपेक्टेशन बढ़ रही है तो वो जॉब चूज करने में चूज ही हो रहे हैं। तो जिस दिन हम उसका सर्वे कर रहे हैं वो उस दिन वेट कर रहा है। मैं एक आपको एग्जांपल देता हूं। हमारी यूपीएससी का भी रिजल्ट निकला। 1060 वर द सीट्स विच बी फिल्ड अप। हाउ मेनी पर्सन्स हैव अप्लाइड फॉर इट? फ्यू मिलियन,
हम्म।
around a million, maybe 6-7 lakhs, around a million. Now these lakhs of persons, 100,000 of persons, waited for 2 to 3 years, going to quota, preparing for it, not joining the job. How many persons are waiting? Why they are waiting? Because they feel if they don't get at UPSC, the economy is growing, we'll get somewhere else. Because the economy is good, because their family can afford them to do the study without working. So the
हम्म।
social structure is available to them. So they all will increase the unemployment rate.
It's very interesting. This is a very interesting angle, and I think very few people have talked about it in this fashion. That even though the rate of unemployment is more, overall it is not reflecting that the economic health of the nation is bad. What you are saying is,
Either
even if
low or high,
जी जी।
it won't show you directly. You need to analyze it
हम्म।
and you have to find it out why it is that good or is that bad. This
हम्म।
itself doesn't show you that it is good or bad.
हम्म।
Government is
लेकिन
doing good or bad.
हाँ, लेकिन अभी चूंकि हम इलेक्शन के बीच में ही बात कर रहे हैं, और जैसा मैं पहले कह रहा था, एक तो अगर आप लीडर हैं और कोई आपको ये कहे कि आप अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट या एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट करने के लिए इनफ नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो कि भाई इकोनॉमी तो अच्छी है, जीडीपी तो अच्छी जा रही है, unemployment hota hi hai, because it will not have a good optics. So halanki there might be some grain of truth in what you are saying, but nobody is going to buy it, politically speaking.
I'm not saying anything.
Right.
Data is speaking loud.
Okay, let us
And
hear
data is
data then.
not created by me. Data is created by the World Bank.
Correct.
It is not created by the BJP government.
Hmm.
It's not by central government. It is not created by some biased NGO.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is from the World Bank data. And they have
Hmm.
standard practice. How do they calculate?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
when I download this data from them, they tell us how they are doing it. I got that note also with me, that how they
Hmm.
are calculating it. And they say clearly,
Hmm.
in World Bank report, they say clearly that this data doesn't mean about the economic situations of the country.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
All professionals knows it. It's not that professional doesn't know. It's not that I'm bringing something very new.
Hmm. Hmm.
Every professional who's in a finance or economic person who has got a neck for data, who does the data crunching, he knows.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Raghuram Rajan is knowing it. All economists knowing it. But to tell the persons, to make them understand, they have their biases, or they say what to do.
Hmm.
Let it go. They become a part of a narrative.
Hmm.
Look into their own personal benefits. So here I am not creating any narrative. I am showing the data and I'm giving the link of the data. You can go and see from the World Bank that my data is right or wrong. And data is speaking, I'm not speaking.
So let us go towards data with you with another slide. And what we just saw is the comparison of
This is
India's
neighboring countries I'm saying. You
correct.
say Bangladesh and we are almost par. And now this Bangladesh data is good because we really know that they're going on, their job is doing very good. But at the same time, if Pakistan and Sri Lanka, where many other countries have 22%, 25% unemployment rate, now is Pakistan anywhere near to us 4.67 and 5.71? No. Why over here this? That only 5.71? Because the very gleaming situations, the political situation is very bad. So they say that whatever job is coming, let's take it out. So when the person goes for a survey, he say, I'm employed. Yesterday, yes, today I got this much money,
Yeah.
I'm going on buying job.
Let me take a detour and just question the authenticity of data. And of course, I'm not questioning any institution like World Bank or anything, but the very process of arriving at this kind of data leaves so much space for this to not be accurate, because it's based on some sample size and all that. So we won't get into that. What I wanted to also relate with it is, when people go for vote, data has its value, but emotions also play their role. And
Yeah.
especially in the Indian context, at the moment, the way you perceive, while unemployment, of course, is an issue that is raised by opposition again and again, but then they haven't come up with any plan or strategy or vision which would give some assurance to people that if they come to power, it is going to change the situation for better. So how do you see this is likely to play out in voters mind while they cast their vote?
So you are very right. One is saying is perfectly right. And in democracy, they would like to, the whole game is to capture the mind. Not in democracy, everywhere, autocracy, what China is doing. Not politics, business, what Amazon is doing it. Capturing your mind space
Yeah.
and creating echo chamber. Whatever you want, show that. So you always go and you will not go out of that chamber. You won't be seeing anything else. So echo chamber is created. So that's all game is happening. Now, the near future and coming future will not be like this. The reason, democratization. especially in India, digitization. Now, today, if I do this and give it to anybody, and the parties give, they can go and check the data. They can go, they have a mobile in their hand, they just put it to the World Bank. A simple graduate or simple 12th pass, 10th student or 9th pass student can go to that site and find it out that this data is right or wrong. He can check, he can understand. Now, this statistics is being taught in the class of 9th today, which I am doing is job of 9th class student. It is not a professional, is not a professional is required for this data crunching.
Correct, correct.
Inference is a experience come with experience. But this skill is developed in 9th class student with the statistics. He having a computer and mobile in his hand can do all these graphical situations when they got Excel sheet, download, put on Excel and can check it.
Yeah. And
So
allow me to bring to your attention in this context this digitization of economy and the low cost of the internet availability has also resulted into a lot of I would say millionaires in India through social media also, and they
yeah,
are doing very well,
they're doing
and
very
they
well.
do show off that now I have a three-storied building in Mumbai and I have this and this car and all that. So you see that coming from YouTube and Facebook, etc. Also, so people are creatively thinking and figuring out ways to grow, and I think that is the aspirational India where we are right now.
You're right, perfectly, and that is what Mr. Modi is doing it. We'll come to that. Before
Right.
that, I just would like to show a small thing over here.
Sure.
If you see, all these developed countries
Right.
have unemployment rate around 3 to 4%.
Correct.
Now, they are most developed countries. Lot of generation is job generation is there. Even that they are at the percent. Why it is there? So we are at 4.67 and we can never go below 3 and 3.5. So what is the gap unemployment rate?
Mm,
1.5% only.
mm.
Okay. Why it is happening? Because there are other factors. Like in US, if somebody is getting $1,500 per person in house without doing job, social benefit, unemployment benefit. If there are two persons, they are getting $3,000. Plus, they get some other benefit, social benefit for having kids, for having elders in their house. Okay. So, till they don't get more than that, they'll not go and join the job.
Mm.
So, there are requirement of jobs, and the persons, the business are small business, are not getting the employees. And in US, there are skilled employees available. In India, the problem is we don't have skilled employees. So when factory wants a person, they don't have persons, although unemployment is there because skilled employees are not there. But in US, skilled employees are there, but they are not going, or US are like that, any social welfare state. Because their social welfare is so good that a small scale needs more effort and pay more to get them out of their house and get the work start working. So a minimum 3.5%. Even in Japan, near to 3%, it is there. If you see, even in Japan, it is 2.65%. So that is still it is there. So this is the base. The 2 to 3% is a base, which will always remain as and what we have at today is at 4.67%. Now, as you are you there, Shurji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what you are talking about, what the government is doing and how they are approaching to this, and why we are seeing unemployment on road. So many students are coming out, shouting on YouTube, shouting on the news channels that we need job. If you all surveys tells that the most important factor, all the poll services, mudda is is unemployment. Why it is happening? So then let's go and see that why it is happening. Now you see this chart. Now, there are three types of, I'm saying, we have a first, this what we are saying is those who are postgraduate. Now, this overall unemployment rate has been broken into three portions: the postgraduates, graduates, and basic education, school education below school education. Now, these postgraduate persons in 2018 were 16%, and today it is 14%. Now, overall, my unemployment is 4.7%.
Right.
But those are postgraduate, those are very vocal, those are preparing for UPSC, those are preparing for railway, those are preparing for all the other government services. Their unemployment is 14%. And why this 14%?
Because
Because
they're trying again and again for UPSC. They want to crack
two
some
to
exam.
3 years they don't take a job. It is that job is not available. Job is available. Industry is worrying about persons. Industry wants them. They do some. I'll just share my experience. I was in an IT company. Still I'm working with IT companies. I'm talking about before COVID situation. Okay, in 2019 and 20, my company wanted 25,000 IT persons in India to employ. They have employed 10, more than 10 agents. In next 6 months, which they wanted to complete that within 1 year, next 6 months, they could get only 250 persons
Oh man. Oh man.
against 25, and that is in IT, where you have a lot of skills already. Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there two things are there. One, that skills is less. Another, they don't want to upgrade their skill. As new programming language comes, now like AI has come, it's going to create a havoc in industry. Because today, I'll tell you my own example. Earlier, when I have to get some work done in my company or in my personally some project is being done, I have to apply a person knowing a Python computer language. In US, we have to pay normally $40 to $60 per hour. Per hour. Okay. I have to tell him what is to be done. He comes to me. Then I say, no, not this, like this. I have changed my mind. Again, he comes, I change mind. He'll get sad. Oh, first you think what you need. Then tell me. After 8 hours, if I say something, I have to pay additional, or he'll say, sorry, it's already Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Better than that job. Today, my chat GPT is doing it in $20 per month. In $20 per month, 24/7. I give a prompt to ChatGPT, prepare this program of a small portion and go on adding it. So I need some experience of Python, which I already need even when I getting done work from the others. So I need some knowledge. But those 10% who are doing it, 20% doing a Python work, I can get it done with the ChatGPT, and he never opposes to me. He never talks to me. Oh, why you have given
So
me 10?
here, yeah, here, let me look at the possible scenario, which with the arrival of AI in India also, there could be another vacuum where rather than generating employment for maybe some time, this technology would eat away the opportunities which are existing right now, and it may happen in multiple sectors.
It is happening. Amazon is now more than 50,000 employees. They are training into AI, upgrading them on their own cost because AI persons are not available in market.
Mhm.
And when my AI thing is available, naturally, which 10 persons were doing some job, Chat GPT with such a cheap thing, if a person can get it done by that 10 persons, the job has gone. But job has not reduced because accordingly AI jobs have increased. So the technology is becoming so destructive today, and that is where digitization of Mr. Modi's vision is helping a lot. Now, if
Okay,
somebody
yeah,
sitting in India
yeah.
can do a course from US,
Yeah, so here's the thing. It's slightly deviating from what we are discussing, but
I read, yeah.
Elon Musk was due to visit India, and he has said there are some urgent issues at Tesla, so he's postponing it. Just hypothetically thinking, do you think it has something to do with Indian politics? He's aware that election season is going on, and maybe he wants to wait, wait for the result to come, or it
No,
could
no,
be
no.
something else.
He's not waiting for results. What he's thinking, what is my way? I don't have any
Yeah,
connection with
this is
the.
hypothetically.
Okay, just my thinking.
Yes,
There is a big group of left wing, even in the
India.
not only the government, but in the offices also and companies also. Now he must have got a pushback from China, from left wing, because this going him there will help Modi.
Hmm.
So he must have got a pushback. Don't go right now. Go after this. He knows that Modi is going to come. If you and me know very well, he knows much better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The
And it,
question is not Modi will come or back or not. The question is Modi will come with better majority or same majority or even little less majority. That is only the question. But PM is going to be Modi that everybody knows in the world.
yeah, and I must also add he has been very positive in his response after meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that has been the case with almost everyone except some opposition leaders in India.
They
Modi
don't
ji,
meet him. Huh?
no, yeah, they don't mean they just have a different.
So one person has told me that there are only two types of politicians: those who are in BJP and those who are going to come into BJP.
Yeah, yeah, that inflow is also continuously happening from Congress, especially. Yeah, yeah. So now, as another slide you have, or we will.
Yes. So
Yes,
this we would like to. I just wanted to discuss this slide first.
right.
Okay. So you will see those postgraduates are 14%. Those graduates are 8% from 12. This also reduced from 12% to 8%. How they have reduced by 50%? Because these are the persons for them skill development has worked, for them Mudra Yojana has worked, and for
Right.
them those who are on ready and all those guys, without low without any mortgage they can give the loan that has worked. So it has reduced from in 2018 from 12% to 8%. If you see this, those who are basic graduate, it's only
Right.
3.6%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the lot of infrastructure is happening, all the labor is getting consumed.
Yeah.
So you
You
have
know.
labor, you
Yeah.
have Manrega, construction projects. So
Mhm.
if you want today labor in Coimbatore, in Gujarat, everywhere, you don't have labor at all available.
Mhm.
There only 3.63% unemployment rate. But
Yeah.
if you want postgraduate, enough are available. But they'll not
Right.
come and join you.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like a eureka moment for me. With this chart, I think it becomes amply clear the unemployment is reflective of the high aspirations with respect to the kind of job that you want. And if you have studied more and probably you are applying for more and more competitive exams, and then there is a gap of 3 to 4 years before you get the actual job, but that is your own decision. It is
That's
nothing to
your
do
own
with
decision.
Modi. Yeah, that's
And
your own.
another, you're not developing any skill.
Yes, yes.
So after that, then you will try to develop some skill and go and join, and you'll be always grumbling. Oh, suppose the government gives all the jobs which are available to them in one shot. How many jobs government can give?
Yeah.
1 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh? How much? How
Hmm.
much it will be there? 1%? Half
Right.
percent of whole the thing?
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah. So forgive me for interrupting you here, but I'm just reminded of another issue which directly is not related to employment or unemployment, yet it is related. Especially in last few months, Rahul Gandhi has talked again and again about caste-based census, and he has mentioned about the particular position and the number of people belonging to XYZ caste, etc. do you see that also somewhere as a part of this issue of unemployment, or that is a different political rhetoric?
It has nothing to do with unemployment and employment. Now, like he's saying one thing, I'll give 8,500 rupees every month. Khatakat, khatakat, khatakat.
Katagat, katagat.
Okay. So there are four persons in uh, husband, wife, two son and two their wives. All are graduate. Okay. You are giving them 8,500 per month. How much happening? 32,000. Okay. And they are not working now because
They won't
32,000
work
come.
also. They
Okay.
won't work also.
They won't work. Now, 5 kilo rice is government is giving per person. So they get enough food with them. If they are very poor, government is giving a house to them. So they have a roof on their head. Okay. Why they'll go and work? And will that increase unemployment rate or reduce? It increase.
Yeah.
So very good social security is not social security is good for education, for food, which for those who do not have food, for medicines, so that they are capable of doing job.
Mm.
You have to make them capable of doing job, not make them enjoy the life sitting at home.
Yeah.
You need
Like
to
us.
give them food minimum, so they have their paid, they have their food, they have energy to go and work. You need to give them house to live, so that they can take care of their house. You have to give them medicines. That is also okay, but that also to whom to give, who needs, not to everybody. That's the difference between revadi and social welfare. Social welfare is for them who are below the poverty line or a little bit above the poverty line, who need some
Okay,
support.
so I got you, and now as we move towards the another chart that you have before we conclude this conversation, where you have given a new insight with respect to the issue of unemployment
Yeah.
that is being talked about again and again. Yeah. So this is a very interesting phase for the future of India, as well as the way the future of the world shapes with. So here, this is the same chart we have.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about, postgraduate
Yeah, I think you made it clear. I think you made it clear.
and the this.
Right. So you have done good research. Any other chart that you would like to share?
Not now, but
That's
then will be. I will intend to prepare a big
we
note on the unemployment. What governments can do.
correct, correct. So that'll be for the new government, I think, when the new government comes.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think the way Prime Minister Narendra Modi has addressed with skill development and with uh, new startups, and there are many unicorns, and the way he has encouraged people from different walks, including those who are gamers or those who are
Yeah.
social.
He giving a prestige to the gamers. He's giving
Yes,
prestige to podcaster.
right,
He's giving prestige even to the influencer by reels on YouTube.
right, right, right.
Well, after all these are getting money.
Absolutely,
All these are
absolutely.
part of employment. So
Yes,
he's not leaving anything, any stone unturned for increasing the job opportunities. It may be through podcast, by giving, so that parents will not say, "Oh, what are you doing?" No, Prime Minister also giving the importance to it. Short reels, you develop some short reels, get some money out of it, and not only get money out of it, your stress level reduces. When you
absolutely.
put something on the YouTube and 100, 200% say good, 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 good comment, stress level reduces. That helps in physical and mental health, which is very important these days. And
Yeah.
skill
So,
development.
yeah. Before we conclude, I'll have few hypothetical questions for you related to hypothetical data. So let
Okay.
us say if I give unit of concern from the voters to one issue and then you compare with another issue. So because our base is unemployment, so let's say as a voter, when I am giving a unit of my concern, I say this is 4 unit that I would put for the rate of unemployment. Compare this with how much as a common voter I would put for the fact that Modi government has been instrumental in abrogating Article 370. Will I give some weightage to that? Compare with the 4 unit of unemployment.
So here it's a little long answer. How a voter will think. There may be two different type of voters. One voter, he's got already say bought for Congress or bought for BJP. So he's not going to think. He'll say 370 was good, rest everything is okay. Other voter will say no. This is my Rahul says this is not good. He'll do something. So forget about these two. Those are extremes.
Correct, correct,
Talk about those who are in between. You can go here and there.
correct.
And those who are actually deciding the election result. The twos are fixed. They don't decide. Only floating vote decides the result. If those 10% goes this side, 10% goes this side, the things will change. Now, he will, that's how it has been shown as many times into Indian this. When it comes to central level, what he thinks that all these 370 is more important or unemployment. Because for unemployment, I have to do something. State government has to do something. Somebody might think that in my horoscope, my time has not come. Okay, a lot of way the
Correct, correct.
person thinks over it. Okay, so he will not be blaming, and then he'll think, suppose Modi is not there. I ask somebody else, will he be able to bring it that result? There's another question. Alternative.
Correct.
If all this says no, then is my aim to talk about the national issues are more important today in parliament elections or this? Then he'll go with the Modi,
I got you. I think
and
the
that is
same.
the reason. That is the reason he loses in state, but many places he gain in the center.
Yeah, I think the same argument would hold true for the Ram Janma Bhoomi temple Prana Pratishtha that has taken place on 22nd January at Ayodhya, and there are n number of issues. And before we conclude, I also want to bring to your attention and to share with our viewers that in his election speeches, he has brought the reference of the self-esteem of the Indian culture, or the way opposition alliance parties are denigrating the pious traditions and referring to worship at the temple as pakand, etc. So I think he's consciously touching that nerve, which probably would result into favorable result for BJP down the line.
Yeah, but here I will give you one more point. Modi is not touching only religious persons. Hindus religious. Modi is touching those who are forward looking in Muslims by triple talaq, by uniform civil code, by not having a polygamy. Those who are Modi is also talking to the maspanda, those persons into the Muslims, those who are downtrodden into this. He's also talking to youth by talking to the gamers. He's also talking to the podcasters, those who have lot of knowledge and are sharing and calling everybody. He's also talking to the short reel comedians, those who are doing a stand-up comedy. He's also talking. There is not a single. He's reaching to the business persons. He's reaching to the farmers by giving so many facilities. He's reaching to the ladies by giving toilet, by giving, Drone Didi. Do you have heard about Drone Didi concept?
I haven't.
You're not. So they are giving drones, and these drones are not toy drones, which cost a lakh or more than that, to ladies in villages now, and give them training how to operate that, and they are giving surveys to the farmers to to get that survey of their farms, to see where something happening, also to spray the pesticide, to spray the this. So like you had earlier persons with the tractors and giving the service in villages. Now, and he's giving only to the ladies. So now
Good.
these ladies, like a drone pilot, they are giving services and they
Yeah.
are earning in a lakh rupee a month.
Yeah. And
The-
he also talked about creating Lakpati
yeah,
Didis. Yes.
yes.
So wonderful.
So he's not
Railaji,
only
we
giving money to them, he's giving power to them to earn. That we
absolutely
had a long, when my kid, everybody heard that. Don't give me a fish. Teach me how to catch a fish.
wonderful, wonderful.
That's the difference.
We tried to catch the fish which is slipping in the maze of different sort of narratives, but I think you have pinpointed how unemployment needs to be interpreted, and that should not be only the political optics but an intelligent and data based analytical conclusion that you have come up with is quite interesting. I appreciate, and we hope to have more conversations around.
Thanks a lot, Ashokji, giving me a chance to talk to you and your viewers. And it's always been good to talk to you.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. Thanking him and thanking all of you with lots and lots of good wishes for each and everyone, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is Ashok Vyas.